Glad to have you here again. This is Learning Unit 3, where you will learn approaches to writing, plus tips to write strong headlines, body copy, and calls to action. Let's begin by introducing to you 6 key approaches to writing content and ad copy. Remember, whichever approach you use for your writing to be effective, it needs to be clear and concise, reinforcing and supplementing the visuals, relevant and of interest to your target audience, intelligent, forward-thinking, and well-balanced, and free of factual, spelling, and grammatical errors. Firstly, the journalistic approach. This is the approach journalists use when they are writing news and feature articles. They follow the inverted pyramid shown here. What this entails is that they mention the most important things up front in the headline or the first paragraph, after which they share things that are progressively less important. Why do they do this? This helps the editor when it comes to the final layout of the newspaper or magazine. To fit articles in limited spaces, the editor would have an easier time by simply taking away content from the bottom up, instead of editing or rewriting the whole article. Do you find articles online written in this manner? More often than not, you will come across articles that are structured in just the opposite way. Here, they deliberately withhold the most important information till the very end. Why do they do this? Simple. They want to keep you on their page for as long as they can. It's true that this is good for SEO, and this may work for them in the short term. But in the long run, most people will lose their patience and avoid these sites altogether. So the choice is yours as a writer. Next, we have the storytelling approach. With this approach, you create characters, introduce a problem or conflict, which then gets resolved in the end. The key to this approach is audience identification with the protagonist, the main character, whose situation must be relatable to your audience. The next important thing is for the resolution to come from your brand, leading to a satisfying conclusion. For the hero's journey, we have an approach that is similar to storytelling. Here, the story is fleshed out to include a beginning, a call to adventure, meeting a mentor or a guide, enduring trials, and finally returning triumphant. You will find this journey to be the template for many a novel or movie. Next, we have the problem-solution approach. This is similar to storytelling as well, but the focus is more on the problem and the solution rather than the characters. Define the problem, emphasize the pain points, then provide the solution. And to cap it off, share the expected outcome, or better yet, share evidence that it works. Benefits over features. A good example of this was in the previous learning unit on landing pages. There, the copy did not just list the features, it turned them into benefits, which were clearly illustrated. Save time and money by upgrading the shades you already own. Combine this with what's in it for me, and you'll be on your way towards being a more persuasive writer. Finally, we have the content component approach. This is a good method to structure your content: a headline, a description comprising body copy and subheadings, and a call to action which may be followed by links and hashtags. With these 6 approaches, use them together or separately. Here are general guidelines regarding their application. Journalistic approach, ideal for long articles and news stories. Storytelling approach and the hero's journey, ideal for illustrating corporate history and for audience identification with the characters in the story. Problem-solution approach, ideal for case studies and video ads. Benefits over features approach, highlight how features benefit the consumer instead of just listing them, ideal for ads and landing pages. Content component approach, ideal for snappy posts and social media display ads. In the next video, we will look at several tips to strengthen your writing.